Like many of you, I've followed with great interest the whole abortion debate. In fact, you might even say I'm a little bit invested in it because as a Christian, I believe in life, and so I don't believe that we own our own bodies. I just think as Christians, it's a lot different. But I live in this country, and so I am interested in the laws we pass and how we do things. And so I've been watching the abortion debate. And now that Roe versus Wade has been overturned, I'm listening to what I think is a lie coming from much of our culture. I even hear this lie perpetrated sometimes by believers. And here's how the lie goes. Okay, if you're going to be about abortion, it's about time you Christians step up. You can't say you can't abort someone and make them have a baby. And if they do, then you can't just not help them raise that child. You've got to invest in their education and help them with the physical needs and the emotional support. And here's why I think that's a lie. The Christians I know have always done that. I've been around believers all of my life, and almost every Christian I know either would, but most of them have helped families on the margins. They've invested emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. They've helped. Christians do that. Don't listen to that lie that now somebody says, wait, now I knew someone who, yes, I know it happens sometimes, that somebody for some reason got in a situation, had a child, and the church didn't support them. And shame on the believers that didn't. I get that. But generally, most Christians I know are supportive and helpful and care because, you see, we are supposed to love God. And second, we're supposed to love our neighbors. And so I'm going to tell you, don't buy into that myth that if you're going to have a bunch more babies born, that Christians aren't going to care and aren't going to help, because that's not true. Now, that we get lied about shouldn't surprise you, because Peter said in 1 Peter 2, he talked about that non-believers will lie about us, speak falsely about us, but our good deeds should overcome that to the point where they'll even glorify God at some point. So I'm going to tell you, Christians, don't listen to that. When they say we've always done and we hadn't been, that's just not true, and you know it's not true. Now, if that's true for you, if you hadn't been helping, then start. But don't listen to the lies of culture about us. Let's keep doing what we're supposed to do. Love God passionately and love our neighbor as ourselves, which means we love the lives unborn and we love them after they're born. And if they're born into a family on the margins, emotionally, physically, if they're part of our church family, of course we're going to take care of them. We have the same obligation to take care of them in their life as we did when they were in the womb. And if they're outside our church family, well, with what we have left over, the energy and the resources we have left over from taking care of our own people, we certainly want to help everybody that would like our help, that will let us help them. Because that's who we are, and that's what we do.